thanks for joining me. I've made a commitment to share my knowledge on various areas that I've studied and areas that I've taught, and of course, my own personal reflection. This video will focus on key factors that we must consider when supporting students who are ill. This area is indeed passionate for me because personally I've gone through my childhood illnesses. As a matter of fact, I experienced most childhood illnesses, and based on this, I can tell you that I've been through a lot. As a matter of fact, I was also diagnosed as having asthma at an early age. At the age of 14, I had to be rushed to the hospital on the Sunday morning as a result of a severe asthmatic attack that left me breathless for the next 2 weeks. For days, I could not breathe properly. I had shortness of breath. Consequently, I could not go to school. This pattern continued for the term. While I made my teachers aware of the situation, they did not apply grace to my situation. I was not able to make up work or give an additional task that would improve my grade. Back in those days, the concept of supporting individual students who are seemingly sick seemed to be absent. Of course, you knew the outcome. These teachers combined my zeros with the grades that I've gotten over a period of time and gave me an average. You would not believe the average that they gave me at that point in time. How devastating it might have been for me. However, within the context was my parents who always said to me, push on. Like many other children, I found it very difficult to talk to my friends and teachers about my health problems. On reflection, I was immature to have the confidence to advocate for myself. Being sick at home meant it was difficult for me to keep my friends or to make friends. However, I had one friend who walked 3 miles to see me after my continued absence from school. I was so happy when I saw him. I was able to provide him with information. Let me also say, for many other children, their situation is far different. For example, they might not have a friend as I had back then. In addition, many of them might have numerous doctor's appointments and be required to take a lot of medication and possibly receive daily treatment, which takes a heavy toll on their bodies and their psychological well-being. Therefore, schools must have an emergency plan and protocols in place for students who are ill and attending their institution. If needed, 2 or 3 staff must be trained as first aiders to administer life-saving procedures. For example, a child's illness could become immediate based on an allergic reaction. Therefore, the first aider with his or her knowledge of the child's need could administer the EpiPen, which could be a life-saving intervention. However, all these procedures must be put in place under the guidance of medical staff. On one occasion, I had to place a student in my car in Jamaica to take her to the Cornwall Regional Hospital. This student was having a severe asthmatic attack, and this attack was not seen as important by other staff members. Having lost my grandfather this way, I rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital with the student. As I stated before, during my illness, one of my friends visited me. In many cases, students on the other hand might not have the information to share or might not know what to share. Therefore, I would recommend that parents and teachers meet on a regular basis to discuss the child's health as well as the child's school development needs. Parents and teachers need to have consistent dialogue regarding the child's work and the child's overall well-being. In the event the child misses school, the teacher should have a plan to send homework home. I would recommend that all teachers and administrators build a homework packet for this situation. Students who are ill should be made to feel as comfortable as possible. They should be welcomed. They should be celebrated. Parents should be guided to articulate their wishes in a written plan at the school to ensure that the school provides the support needed for the child. This is where partnership between parents and the school is essential. When a child receives special education support, parents can work with the school to create a plan that addresses behavioral issues associated with this situation. A child going through an illness may not be able to understand the gravity of the situation, and the reality is that they will need the support and empathy of all members in the institution. Let me re-emphasize that all adults working with the student will need to ensure that the student gets the support. All staff members should ensure that they motivate and celebrate and also inspire the student who is ill to achieve their academic goals and social goals. But hold on, where's the rights of the child in all of this? I like the idea put forward by United Nations in relation to the rights of the child. The child has a right to have his or her perspective heard and valued. Therefore, supporting students who are ill also requires having the student's perspective. Far too often, students' voices are ignored. Children's illnesses may be associated with a particular learning issue. Therefore, it may be helpful to request a learning assessment for the child and seek additional help. A family resource specialist should be engaged to ensure that families and their children get the correct support. This is the most difficult part of this presentation. The fact is that in many situations, children who are ill will die. I cannot comment further on the issue of children who are dying because I'm not an expert in that area. However, all children should be provided with the counseling needed. My motto is do what you can while you can, no regrets. It simply means doing the best for the child. If possible, make all their wishes become a reality. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to my channel.